sports. And we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Dallas Cowboys. The Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't...
The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on fourth down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every position you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on fourth down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on fourth down on fourth down. They knew they were going for it on fourth down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I had it, so I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and the players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Barkley. What a move. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. First touchdown of the game for the NFL's leader in rushing TDs.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, like, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Ready. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play.
Brings up second and
now they'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Ooh. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Here's 1st and 10.
that's good for Eagles. First down.
He'll drop to throw. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Back to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he will get into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
More of the same right here, and you can see the numbers. They're really starting to pile up for the quarterback, especially on the ground here in the first half, Mike. And when he takes off running, you can feel everyone kind of hold their breath, both in terms of him being electrifying, but also the fact that they want to make sure he's not taking any unnecessary shots.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20.
It's a gain of 40. And an Eagles first down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this one in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The Eagles offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Saquon Barkley. 20, 15, and he's gonna go all the way. An electrifying run. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Into the hands of Moore downfield.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Mike Dana, he gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Escaping to his left. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it on the run to the right. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Saquon will take it in. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And a nice job able to dance away and get forward for a pickup for half dozen. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. He's going to keep it himself.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a 1st down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got him there. His tight end, Goddard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
That's another Eagles first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is up. Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And it's looking like this could be another win for this team. That'd be 5 in a row to start the new season as they try to finish this one off. Now, faking the give. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. This, a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Gonna look deep, looking for more. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. We'll try to run some clock here, and we'll start this drive 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Whoa. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. To the air now on 1st and 10. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll throw now 3rd and forever. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Trayvon Diggs, tight coverage, and he knocks that one away.
I like the aggressiveness of taking the shot there, but
the Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Going to try to pick up the 1st down with a zone read. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They can